develop a systems-based approach to addressing the possibilities and the points of diversion, and therefore for tightening up. A second approach, and this is really a kind of key international norm, is good record keeping. You need accurate data. You need to know who's owning what gun for which purpose, where are the loopholes, where is the leakage, what are the stocks in state institutions. As you know, in our country, it's not just SAPs, the military and correctional services, that have weapons, but every state institution has a weapons stock. And of course, good record keeping enables one to develop a good analysis of where the loopholes are, what the patterns and trends are, and therefore how best to intervene. Loopholes are, what the patterns and trends are, and therefore how best to intervene. Good marking and tracing is really important, and we're seeing that coming into the Firearms Amendment Bill. In terms of the International Tracing Instrument, a UN instrument, some incredibly useful guidelines in the ITI about why marking and tracing is critical for reducing leakage and for preventing the circulation of illegal guns. And then, of course, good is that we need to see as the public that report from the Committee of Inquiry that was set up in 2013. We know the Minister has the report. We need to see that report. We need to understand, even if we don't see the whole report, but we need to understand what were the key findings of the report and what are the recommendations. So, second strategy. The second strategy is mopping up the illegal guns in the pool. There are a number of actions here, and we've seen South Africa's been relatively good at doing this. The one is Operation Satunya, and I'm not going to go into that because Guy Lamb did that. So it's special police operations. There was also Operation Michelle, which is a coordinated effort between Mozambique and South Africa in destroying arms caches. A good analysis of where the loopholes are, what the patterns and trends are, and therefore how best to intervene. Good marking and tracing is really important, and we're seeing turn off the leaking tap. So essentially what this means is knowing, and this is where the data comes in, knowing the what, the who, the why, the how. But under this question, the most important is the where and the how. Where and how are guns moving from the legal pool into the illegal pool? Because then if you understand that, you can develop interventions to at least reduce the risk of diversion. And it's certainly to reduce the leakage and ultimately to stop it. But as I said earlier, I'm not sure that that's going to be completely possible. So you need to turn off the tap. The life cycle, all of that stuff showed us where the potential is. We've got some knowledge. We've got a lot of data in this country. We've got some of the best data certainly on the continent. And we know that there are essentially three sources of leakage from legal to the illegal. The one is the cross-border trade and conflict zones. The other is corrupt practices all the way along the firearms control chain, both systemic and individual. And then the last is loss and theft from previously owned, like a previously owned motor vehicle. It's loss and theft from someone who's owned it, whether it's the state, whether it's individuals, whether it's the private security industry or other state institutions. And so that's what loss and theft looks like. That is a weapon moving from a legal owner, whether it was a police officer or a civilian, but if your stolen gun was there, so were you. So it's about connecting legally, the connection between people who are licensed to possess, and then the police is that it's 18,000 annually from civilians and 2,000 from SAPs. Towards the end of last year, the Minister, Tac SHAC, asked a question, and that's changed to 8,000 overall. 5,000, the free gave those numbers. So we don't know, we don't have accurate enough data on what is the movement. But still 8,000 is a significant number of weapons moving out. And then I guess the final thing of turning off the tap is strengthening the firearms control regime. Both effective implementation of the existing legislative framework, but also regular review to see, is the law meeting our current needs? And we have an incredible opportunity in the next couple of months to help make that happen.